Hi everyone, my name is Shavel Don Robinson and today we'll be visiting the Porus Branch Library where we'll be conducting an interview with a nurse from the community to get her views on the effect of COVID-19 on her job. Arrived at the Porus Branch Library, and joining me is Ms. Shani Bogle, Library Aide at the Manchester Parish Library. The Porus Branch Library is one of the 9 branches of the Manchester Parish Library Network. It started in 1939 and later in 1976 it got its own building.
The services offered are the free Wi-Fi access, computer service, photocopying service, and printing service.
So we're here with Nurse McCarthy from the Porus Health Center. So nurse, tell us, how has COVID-19 impacted your normal work schedule?
It has impacted our work schedule in such a way that we had to stagger our staff, we had to work from home where we could work from home.
Yeah.
And so it sort of slowed down the process. Most people had to be waiting longer.
Okay.
Although we tell them to come in just at the specific time, 15 minutes before their appointment, and then get seen.
Okay. And how do you deal with the demands of being a nurse during the pandemic?
It is very tedious in that sometimes patients come in with different complaints, and which also is a part of the symptoms, like a fever. They come in with a fever, and it's nothing related to COVID, but you know how we just panic and treat everyone as if it's COVID.
Right.
Yes, even if it's just a fever. So it has really impacted.
Okay. Have you received a greater level of respect because you're a frontline worker?
Yes, we have. Yes, I have.
Okay. So
there's much more respect, much more compassion, as well, and more tolerance.
Well, that's good. Are you fearful for the safety of your family because you're exposed to COVID-19 daily?
Yes. In the beginning, I was very afraid of how to be around my family after leaving work. So all our habits had to change in the household, wherein we had a specific place for dirty. When you just come in, you know, you get rid of everything then, and how we relate to each other as well, because sometimes jokingly my husband would say, "Oh, you have COVID-19. Don't come here."
Right. So have you ever been discriminated by members of the public because you're a nurse?
No. No, I've never had that.
Okay, what word of advice would you give to people who are afraid of taking the vaccine?
Initially, I was afraid to take it. And then I said to myself, it's for my own protection.
Right.
So within a few days after it got to the island, I took my first dose.
Okay.
So I think people should go for taking the vaccine. Encouraging them to take it.
So nurse, finally, what message or what word of advice would you give to persons who have not started to take the virus seriously?
They should follow all the protocols that the government has set out for us, because that will make us safe. All the hand washing, the sanitizing, the social distancing, it needs to be adhered to.
Right.
Small gatherings of less than, I think it's 10 or 10, no more than 10, and the funerals as well. The bars and the parties, We need to stop doing these things because that's the only way to control these things is to adhere to the protocols that the government, the guidelines that the government has set out for us.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, nurse, for taking the time out of your busy day to be here with us. To really appreciate all the information you have given to us. And thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.